do. This is going to be my birth story. Right now, Skylar, my baby, is 8 weeks old. So yeah, she's getting big, and I'm like, we gotta get this done. It's so busy with the holidays. We're in Michigan. I'm in my winter coat. It's freezing. We're in the car right now, wasting a little bit of time. The heat's on, of course, but wanted to do an update. I hope you guys can hear me with the heat on. But here we go. Let's start. So basically, I had a scheduled C-section, which I already knew that was going to happen. We planned it in advance, planned for the date October 18th. So we had that set in stone. Of course, anything happened before I went into labor, then I would have to go to labor and delivery. I get to pick my doctor, and we picked out a time and everything, so everything was pretty well planned. And for the most part, everything did go accordingly. So the day finally came. So the night before, I'll tell you kind of about the night before. Since you're having a planned C-section, you have to shower with antibacterial soap. They give you these medical wipes to wipe down with after you get out of the shower. And that's the night before. And you have to not use lotion, deodorant, any type of scent, or you can brush your teeth, but that's basically about it. So this basically what happened. I did that, went to bed. I had to be up about 5 a.m. because I had to be at the hospital at 6:15 for the scheduled C-section at 8:15. So that was the plan. Woke up at 5 a.m. I woke up, barely slept because I was so anxious and excited and nervous. So got up, did not feel the best. I just had like a nervous flutter in my stomach, and I had like this nausea feeling. So I was like, oh my gosh, you know, I hope I don't throw up, try to distract myself, get everything together. All my hospital bags and stuff, baby's bag was packed like previously, like way in advance, just in case anything happened. But everything was prepared, you know, woke up my husband, we were getting ready. Our son, who's 5, was at my mom's house along with the dogs, so we already had them taken care of. So then basically it was time to go, and right before I left, I threw up in the sink in the kitchen. So yeah, that was kind of a fail, but you know, we drove to the hospital, arrived at 6:15 as planned, explained to them the situation. They had to get me like in the room to prep me, take my vitals, talk to me, basically ask me simple questions while they were doing my IV, because I had to have an IV if you're in like surgery for a C-section. I hate IVs. I'm squeamish. I sometimes pass out. I just do not like them at all. So anyways, while they were doing the IV, I vomited again. So that was fun. But they got the IV in good. Everything was good. Everyone was really nice and understanding. They just knew it was like my nerves. So anyways, when I got into like the actual room before I went back into, I told them the situation. They said, let me give you an anti-acid, like it's like this liquid medicine you take before you go into surgery so you won't throw up in surgery, right? Took it, was disgusting. It was this little like drink out of a little like glass, like shot. It looked like a shot glass. It was like a paper cup, like that big. That's as big as it was. But anyways, it tasted like acid, and it was supposed to reduce your acid. It was so gross. So anyways, I took that. You know, it went down. So I was like, okay, you know, my mom and Brian, my husband, were there. There's only one person allowed to go with you in the like delivery operating room, so obviously it was going to be Brian. My mom waited in the other like section for us to get out. So it was 8:15, right on the dot. My doctor comes in, the one that I picked, the one I wanted, the one that I love, came in, basically is, you know, are you ready? Let's do this. Very positive attitude. It was awesome. So we went back there and they got started. Basically, Brian had to wait until they like got me like set. So yeah, he had to come in like after a couple minutes, like 15 minutes, like after, you know, they had to put the spinal in, and then they had to do a couple things before they wanted him to be brought back. So he waited for a little bit. They did a couple things with me. I know this is kind of TMI, but I don't remember them doing this with my first C-section with my son. But basically, you know, they did the spinal, and then they have to do something, like, since you're not having like a vaginal birth, they kind of have to clean out that area. So she said, like, she had to, like, I know it sounds bad, but it was like scraping out like fluid in my vagina, I guess. I don't really know. If anyone's heard of that, let me know, but that's what she said. And no, I was not on a lot of drugs, so I know, like, she said something like that. But anyway, she, like, pretty much, like, I don't know, did, like, opened you up like a pap smear, like, with the speculum, and then kind of, like, wiped your fluids out a little bit. I don't know, it was really weird, but I don't remember that. That was a little painful, but the spinal was still, like, not fully in effect then. After the spinal was in effect, I couldn't feel anything, you know, which was good. So that happened, and then of course they started the surgery. And basically then Brian was allowed to come in. He came in, was by my head because I was on this operating table. My hands were, like, you know, by my side, kind of strapped down because they don't want you to, like, fall off the table or anything during surgery. So basically that was going on, and then I got this urge again. I thought I was gonna vomit. So apparently that little acid drink they gave me did not help. And yeah, I vomited while they were cutting me open to have our daughter. So yeah, like, Brian's holding the little like bucket thing, like, to the side. I have to, like, turn my head to the side to throw up, so it was really hot. Yeah, it was just a hot mess. So yeah, the vomiting during the surgery, so that was not pleasant. Yeah, but anyways, so after that, since I didn't push or actually go into labor, they said that the baby, she was kind of, like, up higher, you know, since I wasn't pushing or anything. Like my son, I pushed before, and then I had an emergency C-section. So since this is a plan, she was, like, kind of more up high. So they said, we're gonna have to push on your stomach a little bit. There's gonna be a lot of pressure, so just bear with us, but we gotta kind of push her down to get her out. And I said, okay. So, you know, I'd never experienced this before with my son, so I was like, okay, you know, it makes sense, whatever. Well, oh my gosh, it was really a lot of pressure. I mean, so much pressure. Can't even really explain it. And I mean, my body was, like, wiggling around on the table because it was, like, so much pressure, them pushing her out. So I could feel, like, the pressure part. I didn't feel pain, but I felt, like, for sure the pressure part. And it just seemed like forever. Like, they kept pushing her down and pushing her down. She wouldn't come down, but finally pushed her down, and then she was out, and she cried right away. It was so awesome. And, you know, they took her to the side of me so I couldn't see too much. They held her up, you know, so I could see she was okay and everything, and she was. And then they took her to the side to do her vitals really quick and clean her off. And you know, Brian went over there to make sure she was okay, and she was. He took some pictures for me and stuff like that. So that was good. And then they said, do you want to hold her? And I never got that with Brayden, my son, because me and him had infections while we were, you know, in labor for so long, and then they had to do the C-section, so it was a little bit different situation. With us, we didn't have an infection this time around, so I got to hold her right away. Even though my arms were strapped down, they put her on your chest and, like, this blanket, you know, covering you, and I was so happy. It was such a better experience this time around, having my daughter, you know, because I never got to hold my son, so it was just like, my heart was just, like, so filled with joy having the little baby girl on my chest, and she was healthy, and they said everything was great. So there's a glare, guys. I'm in a parking lot trying to pick up my son in a minute. But yeah, like, everything was great. She was on my chest and just adorable. I could just see all this hair, you know, dark hair, and then after a bit, you know, my husband held her. I could see her face. It was so cute. And then after that, we went in the recovery room for, I think, 2 hours. You have to stay in the recovery room just to, like, make sure everything's going well with you and the baby. So she got to come in with me this time, and then my mom got to meet us in there, and it was just so nice. Like, everyone was in there, and everything went good, and, you know, we were just hanging out, getting my vitals and everything, because everything went fine after that. You know, they sewed me up perfectly. Getting back to that part, they sewed me up. Everything was perfect. She said there was no scarring or no scar tissue because she was going to remove that. Sometimes with C-sections you have that, but I did not have any of that, so she was very pleased and happy with all that. And yeah, just everything was so great. So that's basically my labor and delivery story. I'm going to do a separate video about the recovery and stuff like that after this video. Look for that. And I'm going to insert a clip in of my daughter, just how she's doing, just a little update on her. So thank you guys for watching, and I will talk to you soon. Say hi. Hi to everybody. Hi to everybody. You're not gonna say hi? Oh, so sad. So sad. She was smiling just a minute ago, of course. We were being silly. Yeah. Now she's gonna be serious and cry, huh? Look at your little tights. You got kitties on your tights, huh? You got kitties? Yeah, I'm 2 months old today. Yeah, and I'm such a big girl. Such a cutie. We wanted to say hi to everybody. She's smiling and cooing and loves to kick around. Don't you? Yeah. And she loves her bottle. She loves to eat. Right? Yeah. I'm getting ready for Christmas. We saw Santa, didn't we? She did pretty good. You did pretty good, didn't you? And what else? We're just so happy because she's such a good girl, huh? You sleep so good. Yes, you do. You sleep so good at night. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're going to talk to us now? Are you going to talk to us now and tell everyone hi? Say hi. Say hi. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a good girl. Right? She's got blue eyes. You can't really tell. She's got blue eyes. So I wonder if they're going to change because brother's got brown, daddy's got brown, and mommy's got green. But when I was a baby, I had blue, and then they turned to green. So, yeah. I just wanted to add a little clip of her in here because she's so adorable. And she's 2 months today, so we wanted to say hi to everyone. I hope everyone's doing well, and we're going to end the video here. Talk to you guys soon, and happy holidays.